and you know, and just I just put out a thing that Brian finished off. I started a an announcement to everybody for over the weekend, and I supplied it to Brian and Sue, and Brian modified it and signed off on it and sent it out, and so I've been sharing that out. So we're already announcing, Santa, that you're going to be on with us for the telethon on June 7th, and working with your compadre Zach Clayton, and you two are going to be
Awesome, awesome. Look forward to it. That'll be big. That'll be
yeah.
big.
Yeah, and I've got you two assigned, out to the public that they know how to, or that they can look forward to you featuring Debbie Hayes and so on and so on, putting it all together. That'll be the big kickoff.
Good, good stuff. Good stuff. I was just telling Emily that just spent some time on chat GTP designing some new covers for my coloring books. I'm excited. I got the second one ready to go. I just got to upload it to the website, so it'll be ready to go. So I've got over 100 stories that I've read to children, and these are inspired. The coloring books are being inspired by the stories that I'm reading. So we'll see how I'll be able to create a bunch of different coloring books. They're all going to be digital downloads. So now it'll be marketing and having some fun with that. And we're going to create some fun and interesting memories for some people by creating just another venue. And t shirts are being made and printed out. So lots on the go here. And the key word is getting the marketing out and letting people know that these products are out there and available. So yeah, it was a great weekend. I got caught up yesterday on doing some stuff and just relaxed. Watched a movie last night. Down to the cities on Saturday to take Mama to a big fabric store, so she was excited about that. Found some good stuff there. So yeah, it's been a real good productive couple days.
And then
Very
Kurt Sam was telling me he has a couple uh, designs for a couple of his t-shirts out there ready too.
Yeah, got two T-shirts already launched and ready to. Been printing out a few of them, so we're gonna see where it goes and have some fun. So, I didn't do the print on demand thing so far. I'm not subject to saying that I won't change if the demand gets too heavy for us to carry on. And then, I've already talked to a few of the grandchildren and they're excited to help Grandpa out a little bit. So, oh, sorry, I talked to some of the elves and they're excited about helping Santa out in the workshop create a new project. There we go. Depending on who's listening, right? So, managed to get on line a couple more times last week. So, my my TikTok is growing, Kurt. We're up to 90,000.7. So, I'll have to get some more on this week and carry on and get that built up. Got to hit that 100,000 mark. And we are under 500 people on LinkedIn to hitting 10,000. That's pretty exciting. How many people have you seen, Kurt, over 10 or 20 or 30,000? I've seen a few, and then there's a couple that are over 100,000 that I know of. But once you get over 100,000, there's not very many people that are there on LinkedIn that have that many followers. Can you say you've seen many over 100,000
great. So now 100,000 on LinkedIn?
on LinkedIn? I
No,
actually seen a guy last night. He had 2.4 million on LinkedIn, and I'm going, how is that even possible?
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're using tools and whatever to.
They got to be. I know. I networked that with that guy from Australia, and he is a LinkedIn master crafter, and he teaches people about that. He's got 180,000 followers, and I know he runs 2 day big master class seminars that he charges like $8,000 for. But he's got about 180,000 followers. So,
All right.
but in your travels, have you seen many, like even over 50,000? That's pretty rare on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention that much, but I'm thinking that when I do glance at, you know, s- people of significance, and their numbers, I mean, you know, uh, I'm at about 10,000 and I've seen folks being, 15,000 or 20,000, but the numbers you're talking about, I'm probably not paying attention enough, but no, I can't claim to be tuning into people that are showing the scale that you're talking about on LinkedIn.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it gets kind of crazy, especially LinkedIn. I find it's, some weeks it's easy to get two, three, 400 followers if you put some time into it and you send out all your requests that you get. And then there's other weeks that you can barely get 50.
Yeah.
So, have you ventured into some of these other ones that are out there? Like, do you do, oh, what's the other one I was thinking of? Like Truth Social, that's the president's one. That's all political stuff as far as I know.
Well, it doesn't have to be political. I mean, it's strong on the political front, but it's just to get away from social media that is otherwise Mark Zuckerberg and so forth. So just a little bit in terms of, coming out more in like the patriot you know,
Yeah.
type of mantra, and just really letting a looser presence on social media and engagement. Pretty much like how Mark Zuckerberg pulled back on what do they call it? Fact checking, because
Yeah.
they found a bias in the fact checking. So now that's by the wayside.
All
So
right. I just typed in popular social media on Google and it's rattled off like 25. Well, we're all on Instagram, we're all on Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat. Do you ever do anything on Snapchat? That's a real, as far as I know, that's a kid's, in my understanding, you send a Snapchat and it disappears in 20 seconds or something.
yeah, my
YouTube?
daughter does stuff on there. I'm set up with it and so forth, but I don't really implement it for the most part. I just like to do that stuff because of how other people are using it and to kind of be in position to participate and respond. I'm not really going to those to initiate anything,
Right.
you know.
Discord? I've got an account there, but I really haven't set up anything on Discord. What about you?
Discord, yeah, I've used Discord there too. I get on those platforms because a group is, implementing it. So
Yeah.
Emily used Discord for,
Twitch is big on the gaming side, and it's been around for quite a while,
yeah.
and it can be quite popular. But I again have not ventured that way. So then there's a couple of the Chinese ones. QQ, WeChat, Chinese most popular messaging. Reddit, done anything on Reddit?
Um, I mean, in there too, it's my just responding, that other people are providing me something on Reddit. And so I go there to participate in what other people are pushing out. So, I mean, if I have a message like about the Veterans First Initiative or whatever, I'm not making an effort to put it out there on Reddit, you know.
What about you, Emily? You are you on any of these other platforms?
I think I had Discord, but not really some of the other ones, like Reddit or anything like that.
Okay. Because I know WhatsApp. I keep hearing Europe and Africa, huge, like millions and millions, tens of millions people are on WhatsApp, and that's the main one that they use. Well, there's that one guy that networks on some of the sites I've seen on, and he's been in some of the groups. He's got over 140 different groups on WhatsApp. Rather interesting. I do some communication on it, but haven't started any of the big groups or anything else like that.
Yeah. So Emily, with our live stream right now, I'm not noticing any spotlighting. Are you able to go ahead and put us into a spotlight format?
Spotlighted me and Kurt. There we are. There we are.
There.
There. Now I can almost see you picking your nose, Kurt. What's the latest development on Project Die Hard?
Well, we have Operation Wisdom coming up in a month. That'll be on May 31st. So we're getting a great response by churches and ministries and so a great coming together to um, to kind of have a scripturally led, response, to
Yep.
veteran suicide. And, you know, Brian put out an agenda, and I saw it was there. I didn't read through it to really
Yep.
get to more of the meat of the experience. But what a great idea, to have Operation Wisdom and get all the
Huh.
churches together to join in, for an ongoing support and to have this come out more in all of those churches and set the example that after that date, there'll be a showpiece that will be able to really, amplify our call out to churches to hop on board to support Project Die Hard and our veterans. So,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
yeah. And so the
Uh,
idea is that that's in good timing because that'll be the weekend before the telethon.
okay. Good
Yes,
stuff. Now,
that's
this
kind of the
telethon,
planning.
I haven't heard much update on it yet. Is that through that couple in Florida?
The couple in Florida is heading up a telethon on Labor Day weekend, just like Jerry Lewis did with MDA.
Yep.
Uh, so that's a whole simultaneous development. That's Stu Newmeyer, is contact with that. So he's more, you know, taking a look over and, kind of out there as an advisor and happy to lightly help, anything he can as far as our telethon, because he's the one that inspired the whole idea. So
Right.
through we have these two telethons going, the June 7th and the Labor Day weekend one. He's heading up the Labor Day weekend one. So we're more going to be coordinated out of Phoenix, Arizona. We ended up finding Dr. Larry Witherspoon in Phoenix, and he's got the whole platform. Right now, he supports 212 channels on his
Wow.
OTT platform. So he's got the whole process to do the RTMP feeds. So he's going to give us that code that we put into our restream that when we're going live, that'll push our live into his system and it'll go directly into his switchboard and out to he's gonna to start he's telling us that he's got 25 set up already out of his 212 channels. 25 channels are gonna have our live stream going off of his platform, and we got the Caesar who is really ramping up an all new ongoing podcast, launching it. And he's done an event with Richie Honori, who this whole telethon is based from.
Right.
And they had millions of people that they reached to through that event.
Wow.
So really, really excited about his capacity, his reaches, his influence to be involved with us. And then, so it's going to start in Toronto. So basically at 11 a.m. Central. Jay Stoyan is gonna bring it out of the Disability Channel Toronto, really
Yep.
making that media presence in that style. And then once he does his 2 hours, he's gonna hand it off to Sue, and Sue's gonna take the handoff from Jay, and Sue's gonna be the lead host and working with Brian, and everything. So kind of when you and Zach and Brian are they're on standby. Sue will be the one to tell Brian it's time to get you and Zach going, and then off we go. And then
Awesome.
then once we're done, then we pass it down to Phoenix, Arizona, and then they have a 2 hour program. And then when they do their 2 hour section, then they hand off the finale will be in Los Angeles.
Wow.
So we'll be going coast to coast.
Almost.
We'll be hitting all the time zones. We'll be Eastern time zone to Central time zone to
Yep.
mountain. Arizona really is on the same time as Pacific, but it's really that it's Mountain Standard Time and not Mountain Daylight Time.
They
That's
don't
really, so
right.
so in that sense, we're hitting all the time zones, coast to coast, and yeah, it should be exciting to go from Toronto to LA. And you're right in the middle of it, Santa.
Very cool. Very
Uh,
cool. Could open the doors to a few new customers or a few new people seeing what we do.
Oh
so
my goodness. This is gonna flood the country because this Tom Kaz we're working with out of Alabama, he's got enterprising going as well in the Houston market, and he travels up to, various places along the East Coast. But he is doing on May 5th, he's doing a conversation with General Flynn, which will be out there, made public. This conversation between a veteran and
Yep.
General Flynn. And so that's gonna be giving us some more notoriety and exposure. And so that there'll be references to this telethon with this general. And so we're really getting in deep with the Department of Defense and the Veteran Affairs, and this is taking us to a whole new level. This
Oh
is
yeah.
not like
Sounds like it.
2024. This is Thrive in 25. That's what's happening.
Right. Right.
so after Brian, it goes to Mark Balin, or who in Arizona?
Uh, I don't know what Mark's role will be. He's part of the team there. Dr. Larry Witherspoon is our contact to set up the handoff. So whoever
Well, you
Doc,
said that after Brian, it goes to Arizona. I didn't know who in Arizona was taking it then.
well, Mark Balin is the guy that introduced us to Dr. Larry Witherspoon, but
Okay.
Dr. Larry Witherspoon is the guy who's going to do whatever he's going to do. And if what Mark's role is, you'd have to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're hiding, Emily? You're staying off camera? What's going on?
Coming. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know, Emily. Getting things straightened out on your end? Anything coming together with your aspirations, desires, or are you just kind of doing an extended vacation? What's going on, Emily?
I don't know. There's always the uh, autism conference. Kind
So
of coming up, kind of November 1st.
yeah, so
Right
basically
now.
now in November, you're just focusing on that event. That's about it. Everything else.
That could be big because unfortunately, autism is coming to the forefront on a lot of different platforms.
Yeah, yeah. So Emily, you just have a meeting once a week though with that though, right? So you're just meeting with them once a week, and that's kind of your schedule right now.
Um, well, I have other things going on. Like I'm here with you and Santa right now.
Yeah, well, what's all going on? People want to know what is going on with Emily Gomer.
That's
People
what
are
I
talking to
said.
Santa and I about, have you heard from Emily? What's going on with Emily? What happened? They're thinking like you like are out hospitalized or something. One person asked me if you died.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
So what's going on, Emily? What's the big report? People want to know. You got another job? You're stepping down on things? You don't have a phone anymore? You're kind of just kind of here, there, and who knows or what?
you're keeping
Yeah.
her busy, obviously, Kurt.
What's that?
I said you're obviously keeping her busy.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you, Santa, is Emily is like about, Emily, what are you at? About 6, 7, 8 hours in a month right now on what you do on our side of things? You don't have much going on. You're more on a vacation, Emily, right? You're kind of like a vacation interrupted by some things like this live stream right now, right?
So, but she does good work, Kurt. We got to give her credit.
Yeah. And when Emily does work, it's okay.
Yes, absolutely. So, how many meetings from the water ski club already? Because it's got to be getting close.
Oh yeah, yeah, we've had meetings all off season, and so Santa, get your safari gear ready to go because
My
we're taking
safari
you,
gear.
yeah, we're taking you into the jungle, we're taking you into wild places, Santa. We're going on a safari.
Oh,
So, oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna,
the safari is their theme this year, Santa. So get ready.
ah,
yeah. So when people ask me how's the ski show going, I'm gonna say safari so good.
uh huh. So what you're saying is you're going to have, wild cats on skis.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a jungle out there. I mean, we're gonna let our animalistic side of ourselves out, and we're going on a safari. We're gonna have the binoculars out, and we're gonna have the safari hat, and the water jug right there handy. And
There
oh
you
yeah,
go.
And your gators.
oh yeah, watch out for the gators, the Pewaukee gators. Oh yeah, you know.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you think I'm a character, you got to meet the ski club, right, Emily? Emily's met some of these characters. We got
You
one
know,
guy in our club. He had me gaffed, with one ski show because he was talking about, we're the Gators, and he said, you know. What do you call it when a gator's having a little trouble with his romantic life? And he said a reptile dysfunction, so I'm like, wow, we're saying that in our ski show.
Yo,
And and I asked him, I'm like, I didn't know that was fitting for our ski show. He's like, oh yeah, we're going edgy. We got to be edgy, he says. So I'm
gotta
like, all right,
be
I guess
edgy.
we're edgy. That you've done. So, and then when Emily comes along, then she takes it over the edge.
Ay, 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 ay.
Yeah. So Santa, have you seen Emily's live stream of her ski show on Facebook?
Hers?
Yeah, she came out a couple times and she sat there with her phone and while the show's going on, she said, I want Santa Papa John to have this ski show. So she put it on Facebook for you. And then she didn't tell you it's there. Like, Emily, what's
Well, I
going on?
did watch some of the. Hi, didn't you have highlights or something? Or I caught a couple of the videos that you posted.
Yeah.
Uh, well, Emily, how does he find your videos? Because Santa's got to see these videos. I can't have
I
Santa
think I
like
think
all.
I think I've live streamed about every show that come up too. Maybe in the first one, I don't know if I did or not, but I mean, if I can find
Put
it.
you put two. You were there two times that you had your Facebook Live going, right? That's what I'm understanding. Is you were out there on two ski show nights, two totally different times, and those are the two times you put our show on live stream, right?
It was at least twice. I don't know if there's more than
Yeah,
that.
if there's a third, then you've got to catch me up because I'm not aware of a third time, Emily. There's a third time we need to know, because I'm steering people to your profile to catch the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club. So in Santa, I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about that you've seen an update or something. All I know is I've done Skiing the Dream. Sue put that together for us. Is that the update you're talking about, or what update are you
Could
talking
have
about?
been.
You
Could have been. Because I know I've seen some of your stuff.
all right? Well, let's go into this. I'm gonna do a screen share. If Emily has allowed me to screen share, she's kind of a stickler, that Emily Gomer. We gotta watch her. Yeah, host disabled participant screen sharing.
I do. I just redo it, Kurt, because you should be able to.
Yeah, I tell you, Santa, I get Emily all involved and help her get keys to the castle, and then she locks me out. It's just like,
Kurt,
wow.
it's not intentional, Kurt.
Uh huh.
Well, we gotta up the game. We're working with folks like Jay Stoyan, Richie and Nori, and we're talking to generals. We're the upper echelon of presentation presence, Emily. We gotta give it the full gusto here. We go by scripts now. We don't do shows without a script, Emily. It's whole new protocol. But Santa, have you seen this? Yours
I'm not
truly
seeing
out.
anything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see the preview screen shows me it's still solid
Oh,
color. There, now you should see it, right? It shows me
yep.
it's now internet ready.
No, it says it's still stirs. It was still starting screen share. It's still a black thing, Kurt.
All right, well, it should be
There it is.
momentarily. There it
Oh, there we
is.
go.
All right. So have you seen this before, Santa?
Skiing the Dream History of Water Skiing. No, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, so water skiing is 103 years old, Santa. Again, in your retreat state of Minnesota, Lake
Yeah,
Pepin
I
and
see that.
it all began. So there you go. We're starting right from the beginning and going right through the Tommy Bartlett show with the ski sky stage show, thrill
I've
show.
seen that name. Doesn't he do a big thing or that name at the Wisconsin Dells?
Yeah, yeah, this is all Wisconsin Dells based. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, Sue and I have been out there. It's been a part of this journey. Here's a little background information on sport of water skiing and what all of us performance water skiers do. All sorts of different disciplines, and people know Sue and I for our participation in this last one here, the adaptive, and it
There's
formerly was.
a group in Brainerd that got together a water ski show team here as well. They've only been doing it for about 3 years, I think, 3 or 4 years. So that's interesting. Huh. Because I know the slalom ski competition is big, especially down south.
Okay.
And what I think there was a big competition in Minnesota here a couple of years ago. And there was all the
Oh yeah.
top,
I
top
mean, yeah, the barefoot circuit,
no,
you
no, this
know,
was
over
the
there.
slalom.
There's yeah, Minnesota is part of, I believe, the Midwest division of the
Okay.
National Show Ski Association and so forth. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt if they hosted a tournament because yeah, you'd think they rotate around. You know,
Yeah.
every 5 years, Minnesota should be hosting, and that's just in a discipline. Much less if they're hosting multiple disciplines, there might be something ongoing like every other year by the time. So yeah, Sue put together this with the YouTube and everything. So what I'm gonna do, Santa, is I'm gonna put this in your chat session here, and that's something that you can a little bit more, and we can revisit this on these Santa shows if we want.
There you go.
Here, I'm trying to figure out where my this is. Oh, gotta get rid of this. Here you go. Copy the link. Copy, is it in here? Let me check this out. Let me see. Yeah, link copy. Let's go to the chat. There we go. See, here I am again, just like old times, Emily. See, I'm your VA again. See?
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, Card. I was trying to find my water ski show video. Otherwise, I would have. But I think I found one here.
all right. So here we list the Lindsay Legis Free Water Skiing Club. That's a legacy project. One of the show skiers in the world. She passed away during a collision, actually on her way home from something coming from water skiing. So
Really?
yeah, she's deceased. She was a teenager, and so her parents worked with us. We helped them form the Lindsay Legis Free Water Skiing Club,
Wow.
in memory of their deceased daughters. So and then here's our club, Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club, Wisconsin Water Ski Federation, Ann's Angels. This is the group that came up from Florida to help us do what we were setting out to do a decade ago. They came
Right.
up from Florida to help us.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then USA Adaptive Water Ski. I had served on the board of that group. What I did with all this, and then you got the International Water Ski and uh, Wake Sports Federation, or actually wakeboard. So International Wakeboard and Water Ski Federation. And there's me, doing a Fox 6 segment. So you can catch that on here. And here's this is 15 sets. So that's 45 skiers you're looking at right there. So you see how they have that pulled there? So they're
On
doing
one
this.
boat?
No, it looks like one, two, three, four, five boats. It looks like, mate, is there a sixth one out there? No, it looks like six. Because if you look at how the ropes are coming out,
Yeah.
it looks like there are five clusters, right?
Yeah.
So that's 45 skiers going at one time, though, all coordinated behind one line. So still
That's a
very,
lot of coordination.
yeah. So here's another news segment on our Adapt to Water Skiing, a collage of our ski show with a lot of pictures of Sue in here. I'm pictured in a few of those too. And then there's my daughter and me a couple of years ago doing that's kind of how we were starting the ski show. People would hear Sue and I talking, or Sue and Alana and I talking. So that's Alana and I talking. That's how we started the show a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
You and I would talk, and then after a short little conversation, the rest of the show would go. So yeah, skiing the dream with the Roscoff family. There it is for you, Santa. See, you're
Oh,
not the only one that gives gifts.
right. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How many
So,
years have you been involved in that now?
well, I was born into show skiing. My mother and two aunts, since before I was born, were performing water ski shows in central Wisconsin. But then didn't really have anything to do with it since the at childhood time until well, I learned how to ski at 8 years old. When I was 5, 6, 7, I would do disc, inner tube, knee board. I would do some of the stuff, but didn't get on two skis until I was 8. And I say until I was 8 because my siblings and my cousins, there's 8 of us grandchildren. And as far as water skiing, I was the late bloomer because I waited till I was 8. The rest of them all started skiing at 7, but I was the only grandchild that made it the first try. When I hopped on those skis, I just took off. I didn't
Really?
have failed attempts, trying it. So that's kind of my story. But then when I was 14, my brother joined the Pewauk Lake Water Ski Club that I was just showing you. And then I watched him that season. I'm like, why am I watching? I'm a water skier. And so the next year I joined the club. And now this will be my 39th season with the Pewaukee Lake Water Ski Club.
That's a little bit of history.
Yeah, so the club is coming up to their 41st season. So I was a couple years behind the start of the club.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
awesome.
my brother was right in the middle of it, kind of once the founding group got the club going and they put out signs, John, they put out signs saying strong backs, weak minds needed. And my brother signed up. So
Follow directions or follow the rope, one of the two, right?
yeah, that's right. uh,
And
so yeah,
never mind the shark fin behind you, because that's not going to bother you.
yep, that's right. So that's what I tell the audience when they're all impressed with what they do. I'm like, it looks good what we're doing, but if you really understood the people we got out there, we all get recruited from signs that say strong backs, weak minds needed, and that's
There
all
you
you're
go.
seeing, folks. People who don't
Awesome.
have a brain to play it safer.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we
Absolutely.
have fun with it. Yeah, I mean, what other sport is is entertaining base like that or has an entertaining element to it, quite like water skiing? To me, there's no sport like water skiing where it is like integrated, where audience sit there and watch it in a regular stage production show format. There's no other sport that does that.
I still have a single slalom ski that I bought when I was 15 years old. And at that time, it was like a $500 water ski, and it was one of the top of the lines that I had bought when I was 15. So that's going back a long time.
That sounds like when Dick Pope skis were popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you probably got one of those because those are classics. Like if you still have it, if that's a Dick Pope ski in the world
No,
of
it's
ski.
oh, I'd have to go look at it. But it was fiberglass.
Oh, a fiberglass. Dick Pope didn't do fiberglass. What kind of a ski do you have? An aluminum? Oh, wait, a fiberglass.
I think it's fiberglass.
Yeah, there were a lot of fiberglass skis made in that time, but Dick Pope, he was all skis. He swore by.
This would have been 80, 79, 78, that era.
Okay. Yeah, fiberglass ski. I mean,
Terry Sound, I think it was manufactured by Terry. I think the name is on it.
that sounds right. Yeah, I can't think of it either. But when you say that on a fiberglass ski, I can picture seeing something like that before.
Big single boot, and then slide in at the back. Didn't have double boot. Ah,
Hey, Emily, was Michael Economides in the waiting room?
Not that I'm aware of. At least at the moment.
Yeah, well, take a look out for him. He's thinking that we're done. I'm like, no, we're not done. So I'm seeing
Oh,
if he'll.
you want to come on? I wasn't paying attention. I found the water ski video, which I'm sure I'd done more than just the one that I had on here. But I'm not seeing them, so they may have gotten deleted. I don't know. But I can send Michael a message and be like, get your butt on here.
Right. All right.
If he was looking to come on.
Yeah, he was asking me a while ago. He was like, already right at the top of the hour, 45 minutes ago. He's like, how do I get in the Zoom? I sent it to him. He's like, send it on Facebook. I sent it, and then all of a sudden, he says a half hour later, it just came through. And he's
huh.
like, guess it's too late. And I'm like, no, hop on in. So, yeah, what we do.
I was looking at it, I didn't see him show up, so I don't know.
Yeah. So did we get an event posted for this, or did
Yes,
we just
yes,
keep this one quiet?
yes.
No, I
No,
had posted
there's a
something
LinkedIn event and a
before
Facebook
last
event.
week, and then I posted
Oh,
again this morning.
Yeah, but there's a LinkedIn event for today and Facebook events between now and the end of the year.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because you can't do multiple ones on LinkedIn, I don't think.
No, but you went ahead and entered in because if you did them all for May now, so that's 8 months worth, and then twice a month, so you did 16 event postings. Wow. Did you hear that, Santa? Somebody
Good.
is
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, we're gonna boost this up, boy. We should be able to get this attendance up to a couple hundred people with that kind of a plan.
Well, that would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we got to do it, Santa. Come on now. The most marketed character in the planet, Santa. Come on. Let's scale this baby up.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, yeah. Keep us posted on your t-shirt releases because my proposition is that when you release your t-shirts that we take that to really get people channeling to your t-shirt program, and then we specify that that our month or our rotation will be in.
Yeah, so far I've got I think I just nailed my fourth one. So I've got four groups now. I've got a meeting on Friday to launch the first one. I don't know if I'll have time to do it for May 1st. We might have to hit June 1st. I'll have
Yeah,
to see what he says. See how the rest of the week goes.
because is our Operation Spotlight, is that August? Is that an August date?
Brian said he wanted to do either October or November.
Oh, October it is. All right. Yeah, it's with our Operation Spotlight. So Operation
Right.
Spotlight's in October. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't. August didn't sound right.
Yeah, it didn't sound right to me either, but I was trying to remember when it is. All right, here comes Michael. So, all right, we got to let. Hey, Michael, you are live with Santa. Look at that, Michael from.
You hear me?
Yeah,
I
Platinum
hear
Mindset
you.
TV. You're live with Santa.
How you
Santa.
doing today, young man?
Good. What's going on? How y'all doing?
Doing
Doing
good.
awesome. How are you doing?
Good. So I can get this technology working.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've been having this microphone for years. The first time I've used it.
Okay, Karen, guess what? Michael had Dr. Breakthrough on a show.
Yeah, yeah. He told me. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm
He's
gonna
got
have to go
something. He's
there.
got some kind of like crypto thing going. It's I don't know. I tried to get into it, but I couldn't do it.
Good. How about you, Santa? Are you doing crypto?
A little bit.
A little
Got
bit?
into
Okay,
crypto a
well, that's
couple
good.
years ago.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow, if Santa can do crypto, everybody should be doing crypto, Michael.
I mean, what Dr. Breakthrough is doing is pretty, I mean, it's genius for him. And then with his couple guys that are doing it together, it's like you basically, it's like almost like a pyramid thing. You get one person and two more people, you get an NFT for the exchange, but basically it's genius for them. They're making a killing.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And then Emerson has been on a couple times, and
Mhm.
Emerson Willis with the
I can
I had
grow rich.
Sky on 2 weeks ago. Last week I had Sky Stack on.
nice.
That dude's a
Oh,
smart guy. He knows his stuff about marketing and
oh
branding.
yeah.
Yeah, so Santa, we're part of the Platinum Mindset TV crew. We're working with Michael to streamline his process, and Michael's committed to doing 2 shows a week. Santa,
Wow.
Maybe three.
you're doing 3 now. When's
No,
your third?
we did. No, we did. We did 3 last week because one of the people he had on
Yeah.
couldn't do a different day, so we did like so his second
Now I
time.
thought about doing this. I thought about taking it because I can't go live with all of them. Because if I do, I'm gonna be scheduled out till 2030. So I think about just taking like 2 days, 2 days a week and just going 2 days a week and just doing like 4 recordings and then just put them on live. Because if I try to do everyone I'm live, there's no way. Doing two a week, I'm telling you, 2030 be coming around. I'd still be having people booked out. It's too
Well,
hard.
Really?
it sounds like you got to do a show every day then. Like, what's this
No,
twice?
thank you.
Twice a week is plenty.
The thing that's hard is making those videos, and then I don't have a link for them to book it. I need to do that. I got to get the link for them to book it because the calendar I think expired.
Yeah, well, that's actually why I do live because like right now we're doing a live, and when we're done, I'm done. I don't go back and mess with the videos.
Michael, I don't know if it did because I tried logging into it because I created it and it seemed like somebody changed the password or something because I couldn't log into it.
I couldn't get into it either.
I have no idea.
That's a bummer.
Is Calendly cost something to keep Calendly going?
You can do a free version of it
You
as
can have
well.
a free password.
Okay. My
Yeah,
biggest
so
thing is making those videos. I made a template, so I could just put the picture in it and their name, and that's it. I got it down to pat now.
yeah, if you're having trouble getting into a Calendly account, then just take another email address of yours and just open up a different one. Just start
And
over.
I'm gonna set up 2 days straight, just 2 days straight to do recordings, and that's it. I ain't gonna sit there and other than that, I could do like 4 or 5 on 4 or 5 one day, 4 or 5 the other day, and then just when live comes, I just hit click and say it's live. It looks like it's live.
Right. Yep. For sure.
There we go.
And you're strictly talking crypto stuff?
No, I don't talk any crypto.
Oh,
No way.
Well, you did when you had Dr. Breakthrough on. He was talking
Yeah, a
about
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
it was amazing there back in January and February when they were releasing these meme coins and how these kids were investing 500-600 bucks and making it couple 100,000 like overnight. I couldn't quite
Still doing
figure
it.
that. I started watching some of these kids and it was like I'm watching on TikTok because they were doing TikTok and they were showing their screens and they were doing live saying, "Here, I'm buying this now and I'm going to sell it in 10 minutes and I'm going to make $20,000." And I'm going, "Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here?"
Don't believe that all the time. They shooting a lot of fluff too. Watch them TikTok
Oh
videos.
yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah.
found the best way to make money is off crypto contracts. That's quick. That's quick and fast, quick and in and out. I built a crypto contract bot. I just got to get it actually running.
Oh really? Wow.
I use ChatGDP, which is man, ChatGDP is dumb. It's either
Compared
once you
to,
start using the same chat for a little while, it starts repeating itself. It starts going around in circles and starts telling you to do the same thing over and over and over. I'm like, this thing here, I'm deleting you if you don't get it right.
There
oh
you go.
yeah,
Well, there's a lot of alternatives. I mean, Maury Zalkovich, he's got us sprawled out to a lot of different options, and he's working with a team of, well, not that they're working as a team, but he's got a handful of people that are also researching like all the latest and greatest on, AI and everything. So there's a lot of options outside of ChatGPT right now.
I
Oh,
saw the one
yes,
this morning
there
he put out
is.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. So Michael, are you going to be a part of our telethon we're doing on June 7th? Have you heard
Sure.
about?
Nope, haven't heard about it.
Yeah, so we're teamed up with Veterans First Initiative that's powered by People for a New America and teamed up with the Disability Channel and Project Die Hard. And we are being served by Connect to Your City out of Phoenix, Arizona. They're providing what they call an OTT platform. And we got a gentleman by the name of Caesar who did an event with Richie Honori, and they reported that they got millions of people reached from this event. And Caesar's taking all that and launching a podcast element of his own. And but for right now, he's steering his bandwidth through us with this telethon Saturday, June 7th. It'll be running from 11 to 7 Central. And the Project iHeart section is going to be 1 to 3 Central on that Saturday. So we're trying to get Jason McNamara and Maury Zelkovich, and I'm trying to get John.
They're listed on the thing that you sent, Kurt.
Yeah, the announcement document.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
it.
the one that you got approved from Brian earlier.
Yeah,
It's so hard to read.
so Michael, I'm putting it in the chat of this this meeting right now, and then trying to see or we could do
Oh,
something
John.
with it. Oh, I just clicked. I don't know if that was a good idea. That'll drain down my
Yeah,
computer.
Jason's on there. Maury's on there.
Yeah. So we're trying to open up the floodgates. Everybody rally for the veterans on that Saturday and do things with us between now and then to like really get out to tens of millions of people. That's the objective. And
Yeah,
Santa with his popularity on TikTok, you can't miss.
I need to get back on my
not
TikTok and start
millions
doing
yet,
more
but
stuff
I'm
on it.
working on it.
I didn't even know I had a Lemonade or whatever it's called, Lemonade or whatever it's called account. I looked one day, I'm like, what the heck is Lemonade?
Have you heard of that one, Santa? Lemonade?
It's hooked to
Yes, I
TikTok.
have. That was the one that was replacing TikTok when TikTok was going down.
Well, I know TikTok store, the TikTok like market is, if you look at most of these things that they're closing a lot of United States places. Like there's the one that makes the ice machines. I got a thing that says we're doing away with all the stuff out of America. So they're liquidating it
Really?
because of tariffs. Tariffs. Man,
Yeah.
get out of here. Y'all just been fat rats for too long.
Well, folks, why don't you take the minute and tell everybody what you do, Michael?
Let's see. Would it be easier to tell them what I don't do? No, I'm a mindset coach, which I do mindset. I do confidence building, fitness. I added fitness to it because you can't have a resilient mindset without being in shape and being healthy either. So I do leadership, confidence, mindset, fitness. My business is Platinum Mindset Group, and my podcast is Platinum Mindset TV podcast, which I do it on. Who knows now? I'm gonna be doing it on so much Mondays and Fridays as of now, but I'll be doing a lot more than that. Till we
Awesome.
come a guest, and we promote you.
And where are you from now?
About 30 minutes north of New Orleans, Louisiana, on
Ah,
the
there
good
you
side.
go. There you go. These other two characters are in Wisconsin, if you didn't know that, and I'm from Minnesota.
Still cold up there?
No, 65 degrees today. Beautiful day today.
It's like 83 here, raining right now.
Yeah, no, we got beautiful sunshine. So, all right, kids, 6 bells it is.
It's 6 o'clock. Dang, it got late quick.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for creating some conversation. I do this on the first and third Monday of the month, Michael.
Oh, you only do twice a month?
Yeah, so far.
Lucky.
But I do videos. I'm on TikTok usually about 3 or 4 times a week for a couple hours each time. I do videos every day on 12 different platforms. I'm now producing t-shirts and coloring books and yeah, 10 different videos that I offer, and I market myself all around the world. So
How long did it take you to get on, like, to get comfortable being on TikTok, just talking to yourself, basically?
um I got a big following real quick on TikTok because, well, Santa's that way. I'm over 90,000 followers on TikTok.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that's only been not even 2 years.
I need to become Santa Claus, Santa's helper, become an
There
elf.
you go. I hit 100,000 or 90,000 followers about a week ago. So I got to hit that 100,000 followers here, hopefully within the next couple months. I haven't hit that viral video to go viral yet. So it's all been sweat equity. Nothing but, 2 hours here and 3 hours there. My biggest night was in November. I hit 2,800 new followers in one day and 375,000 likes on
Do you
one
do
live.
TikTok battles and all that stuff?
I do. Uh, I don't do enough of them, but yeah, I can do them. And right now, I've been getting a lot of parents bringing their little ones online too, so they can talk to Santa. So that's kind of cool, you know.
Can't
And
go
I
wrong with
seem
that.
to be attracting a lot of kids from on the spectrum. So they just want some attention. They just want some time, you know. Because I have some very serious basic groundworks. No guns, no alcohol, no cigarettes, no vaping, no politics, no war. And if you don't want to have giggles and fun and laugh, you can leave.
Exactly. See,
And
that's perfect. That's exactly how I feel.
yep. And it's you end up kicking a few off, and then you have nights where you kick 20 off.
Mhm.
You know, but I've even got ministers following me now because I run a clean ship. I don't allow swearing, and I give them one warning, and then they're done.
Mhm.
So it's I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from parents as well. So I'm opening the doors slowly and gaining customers. So not making
Got a gold
millions
mine.
off of it, I'll tell you that.
You will be.
Soon, I hope. Soon. All right, guys, I got to hit the road. Thanks, Emily. I appreciate it. Thanks, Kurt. Nice meeting you, Michael.
See you later.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right, thanks, Santa. All right, so Emily.